greatest weakness. Amen. He knows, the enemy knows, the devil knows exactly where to jump on you at. Amen. He knows what giant to put right in your way. Amen. To keep you from going any further. Amen. He knows. But the problem is people are looking at that addiction, amen, as a champion that is the one, the only thing that it controls them. There's a fear in them, amen, that they cannot live without that fear. Amen. The fear of alcohol. Listen, you got a problem with alcoholism. Guess what? Every time you turn on the TV, guess what? There's going to be a beer commercial. The enemy's going to put that champion right in your way. You got a drug problem. Guess what? Every drug dealer in Maysville is going to drive by your house. Amen. When you're the weakest. Come on now. Don't shut up on me now. Praise the Lord. Listen, you got a problem with adultery? Huh? The enemy's going to put the best looking women that's just right up your alley. Amen. In front of you in your workplace. Amen. Where you shop at. Come on now. Amen. He's going to put that champion right there in your path. And if you look at it like I cannot defeat it, you're already defeated. Amen. But if you look at it saying with God, I can do all things. Amen. Through Christ who strengthens me. I can rise up in battle. I can see it as only one thing, and the Lord's going to take it from me. Amen. Then you will receive your victory. Amen. Amen. What if David never would have come along? Let me ask you this. What if the children of Israel or the army of Israel one time just said, you know what, that's only one man down there. If we all go down and take care of him, he can't kill us all. Huh? Then we got a chance. But see, what did it say? That fear is the driving emotion in most people's reactions.
Amen.
Fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of loss. Amen. Fear of being wrong.
Oh, it's Angie hard.
Fear of putting other people on it. Fear. He said the whole army, Saul and the whole army. Listen, what if Saul would have stood up one day? Said, I'm tired of this giant. I'm tired of their champion. Let's rally the troops and go after him. Then we'll fight. Come on, amen. Then we'll fight the real battle. Amen. But the problem was fear. When fear is instilled into the leader, amen, it just goes all around. Amen. When fear is installed with the one in charge, amen, that's where, listen, we just hired not too long ago somebody, and out of fear they did not want to make a change that needed to be made. And I thought to myself, if you manage out of fear, fear will manage you.
Yes, amen.
Listen, I'm not a public speaker, and I've not been to some great colleges and these things, but you know, as I think about these things, it makes sense. If you allow fear if you manage out of fear, church, everything that you do is out of fear, guess what? Fear is what is managing you. Amen. And when that happens, the devil will instill fear into you every chance he gets. Amen.
Yes, he will. Amen.
How do you see your enemy's champion? The enemy's always going to throw a champion out there. What if we look at these opportunities, or these battles now as opportunities? What if we look at them as something that will help us to grow? What if we look at them as this will help somebody else to grow? Amen? What if we look at them as saying, this can help me to grow? You know what happened after David cut the head off Goliath? says in verse 54, it says, "And David took the head of the Philistine and brought it to Jerusalem. And he put Goliath's armor in his tent." Why did he do that for? Why did David take up the head of Goliath and take his armor? Probably had to put it in a cart to wheel it there. But he wheeled it all the way. It said that he took the head. Not a seditious person, amen. But this is going to get somewhere, amen. He took the head and he took that armor and put it in his tent, that every day that he could look at that. Amen. And it was a trophy. Come on, amen. I've preached about trophies before. It was a trophy. Not for what he did, amen, but for what the Lord done through him. Amen. What the Lord done for him. What the Lord done for the children of Israel. Amen. And the army of Israel. It said that after the thing was that the Philistines didn't hold up to their end of the bargain. Goliath stepped out and said, "If you kill me, or if I kill you, you become our servants. If you kill me, we'll become your servants." Guess what? As soon as Goliath was dead, what happened? The enemy ran. Come on, amen. The enemy ran. But what else happened? Huh? The army of Israel pursued after him. Amen. Listen, come on. I could just start preaching on that. Amen. Praise the Lord. Oh, thank you, Jesus. How do you see your enemy's champion? Do you see him as the Goliath? Do you see him as the mighty warrior? The one to fear? The one that's stronger than you? The one that's you're unable to battle? Or do you see him as God saw him? The champion that God saw? The champion that David saw? Was just one single man. Huh? One single, listen. Your vice, your addiction, your whatever it is, it's keeping you from where you need to be with the Lord. It's not a champion that you cannot overcome. You say, "Well, you don't know what I've done." Well, you don't know what I've come through either.
Amen. That's right.
Amen. I don't want to stand up here and brag about what the devil had me doing back when I was a sinner. Amen. But he brought me through things too. Amen. He brought my wife through things. He's brought us all through things. Amen. We've all had the battle. We've all had the champion in front of us. Amen. And I just want to give you a word today that you can overcome that champion. Amen. It's just one single fighter that's fighting against you. Amen. But Penny even read it this morning. He said the army of God is a great army. Over in Joel it said a mighty army. Amen. A large army. Amen. Listen, you're fighting one, but you've got a great army that's fighting with you. Amen. You've got a great army backing you up. Come on. Amen. Greater is he that is in me that is in the world. Amen. Amen. Greater is he that is fighting for me that is fighting against me. Amen. How do you see your enemy's champion today? Let us stand all over the place.